I wanted to share some tricks that I use to quickly scale any creature up or down in level in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is for those instances when you find the perfect thematically appropriate creature. However, its level is either too high or too low for your current party level, and the weak and elite templates just don't get you to where you need to be. This video is not how to use the creature creation rules to create entirely homebrew monsters. If anyone's interested in the methods and tricks I use for that, please let me know in the comments. That would be a longer, more in-depth video than this. The goal in this video is to teach you how to scale any creature in under 2 minutes. There are two tools that we're going to need for this. The first is the DC-by-level table, and the second is the creature creation rules found in the Gamemastery guide. The DC-by-level table is found in Chapter 10, the Game Mastering chapter of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Core Rulebook. That's at page 503. And the creature creation rules are found in Chapter 2 under Tools of the Game Mastery Guide, starting on page 56. I'll have links to the Archives of Nethys page where you can find both of these tools for free. I'll also include links to the official Paizo store page where you can purchase these products and support the amazing people over at Paizo. For this video, we're going to be scaling a Hodag, which is a creature level 6, up to creature level 15. So this goes well beyond what the elite template can give us. So this is where the creature creation tables come in handy. They provide an array of different abilities ranging from extreme to terrible for levels -1 all the way up to 24. So this will cover any situation that you can find yourself in. And this method is very plug and play. All we are going to be doing is comparing the current bonus and finding what of the 5 tiers, extreme, high, moderate, low, or terrible, is closest to the current bonus. Then we're going to be comparing that with the level that we wish to scale our creature to and using the column that is closest to the current one. Allow me to demonstrate. At level 6, a Hodag has a perception of +14. So we're going to go to the level 6 row, and we see that the +14 bonus is in the moderate column. Now all we need to do is jump down to the level 15 row, and we see that a +26 is what is in the moderate column. And we know that a Hodag has a moderate perception score. So their new perception at level 15 will be +26. Carry over any senses. Hodags have dark vision and an imprecise scent of 30 feet. It's that easy. You're going to then repeat that for all the skills, saves, AC, HP, strikes, damage, etc. There are arrays for every single one of those found in the Game Mastery Guide. Now, what do we do if a creature does not have an exact match? There's not a number in any of the columns that is equal to what the creature's current bonus is. So, for example, the Hodag has a stealth of +14. If we go on the skills table, table 2-3, and we find the level 6 row, we see that +14 is not found in any of the columns. But it is 1 less than the high column or 1 more than the moderate column. So all you need to do is apply that same math to the level 15 row. So we can either have a stealth that is high -1, which would be 30 -1 for 29, or moderate +1, which would be 27 +1 for 28. And just pick one. But do remember that a +1 bonus to a stat in PF2E carries more weight than other systems. Another scenario that you can find yourself in is when a creature's ability lists an express DC. And what I mean by that is if we look at the Ancient White Dragon, which is a creature level 15, and we look at its Ground Slam ability, we see that each creature on the ground within 10 feet must succeed at a DC 37 reflex save. That's what I mean when I say express DC. There is an exact number given in the ability description. And this is where our second tool comes into play, the DC-by-level table. So if we check our DC-by-level table and we go to a DC for level 15, we see that we're given a DC 34, which is 3 less than the DC 37 reflex save in Ground Slam. So now we know that if we wanted to scale this ability, all we need to do is add 3 to whatever level we are shooting for. So continuing with our upscale of a Hodag, Here is my version of a 15th level Hodag, taking it from a creature level 6 to a creature level 15. We see here that I kept all of its thematic abilities, its rip and tear, its toss, its trackless, and I was able to use the creature creation tables found in the GM's guide to easily what numbers I should be replacing on the level 6 creature in order to make this an appropriate threat for a 15th level creature. And I'll link to the PDF of the Hodag Brute in the description if anyone wants to try this out in their game. The last thing I wanted to touch on is tips for spellcasting creatures. Now, the highest level spell that a creature can cast is half its level rounded up, and that's found on page 66 of the Gamemastery Guide. Whenever I'm picking spells for monsters, I like to use the heightened versions of spells where available. That makes choosing spells very quick and easy. Also remember that spells can be prepared in higher level spell slots even if they don't list a heightened effect. This matters for the purposes of things like counteract checks. And lastly, if you do need to choose new spells, I only spend time picking 2 or 3 spells of their new highest level slot. So I hope this trick helps you in your games. Again, if you wanted to know more about how I build homebrew monsters in Pathfinder 2e using the creature creation rules and the tricks that I've learned over the years that I've been running 2nd edition, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to make that video. It will be substantially longer than this one. It's a lot more involved of a process to build a creature than it is to scale a creature. But I hope this trick helps you in your games, and let me know in the comments if there's anything that you found would improve this method. And that's all for now.